Ah, hey y'all, hey. uh, what's up? It's making it make sense. Making creations, all that good stuff there. It's your girl. Hi. We're gonna let some people come in, and then we're gonna get this thing on the road. Okay. Y'all already know. If you're connected to all my socials, you already know what happened today. We're just gonna do our thing. Okay. So what we're gonna do, our big one. So I'm gonna let some people come in, and then after some people get here, I guess or one or two, whoever gets here first, I'm gonna start the conversation. Today we are going to talk about love, loyalty, and letting go, while chasing after your dreams. Ultimately, I think it's a good conversation. Today I kind of like experienced some things with some people where it was like, dang, like these are loved ones. These are like close friends of mine that kind of made me feel like they like let me down. Like I got goals that I'm going after and things that I want to do. And these people kind of made me like feel some type of way. So I'm like, I love the people that I love and I care deeply about my friendships. The few that I do still have. So for me, let me get this off the screen. For me, it kind of matters that these people, like the few people that I genuinely thought were in my corner, like it's like there's like this secret animosity, this like hidden agenda kind of behind it. Like these are people that I would have expected to be proud of me with the successes that I'm making, and understanding how important the decisions that I'm making mean to me, for them to kind of like let me down. And I felt like discussing like that, like how there is a way to like keep those people close and still go after the goals that you're going after and stuff. So I felt like that would be a good topic for tonight. If y'all don't know, once again, this is making it make sense. So we're gonna this is Let's Make It Make Sense, episode 27. Episode 27. Oh my god, y'all, I sound like a frog. But I'm going to do it anyways because, I'm going to show up whether people show up or not because that's what this is about. Period. Poo. Boom. Anywho, I do have, like, sort of kind of notes and stuff that I want to go off of just to make sure I stay on track today because sometimes you guys know I will go off on a tangent if I'm not focused. So, I want to welcome everybody back to my podcast, of course. Y'all know normally my podcast is supposed to start at 9 o'clock. If I could show you the top of my backdrop, y'all know what this flyer say. If you know me, you know what this flyer say. I'm live every Tuesday at 8 and every Friday at 9. I normally come in early, especially when I have a guest that's supposed to be on. I did ask my sister to join at some point today just so that we can get some feedback on the discussion. So whenever she comes in out, I'll probably just bring her up and talk to her a little bit too. Just to see how she feels about it. Because, y'all, it's different when you're getting it from, like, just my perspective. Because sometimes I feel like I can be a little biased depending on what my topic is. So that's why I like to bring on other people to have the full discussions. So because everybody has a different perspective of things. And I just want to make sure it's well-rounded. So let me ask you guys something. Have you ever felt like the more serious you get about your goals, the smaller your circle gets? Like when you start leveling up, suddenly some people feel distant, some conversations change, some relationships feel heavy instead of life giving. Like, like you're talking to, example, like you're talking to your best friend. And you're telling them about, like, the goals that you have. And instead of them, like, being, like, proud of you, like, this is, like, your best friend 15 years. And they're like, yeah, okay. all right, well, I mean, if that's what you say, so, like, it's heavy, like, it's not giving you life, it's not uplifting, like, and you start to wonder, like, is it you, or are you not an outgoing enough person, or am I becoming selfish, am I putting myself first too much, like, you start to question yourself, like, you know who you are, like, you know what your goals are, and you, like, ultimately, I don't think it should ever affect your own, like, point of view on what you want and how you're going about things, especially when it's other people who are kind of affecting it. Like, this is going to go somewhere. Just stay with me and you'll be there. All right, so today's episode is about the tension between love and ambition, connection and growth, and loyalty and letting go. So that's what we're going to talk about. Like, we're talking about, like, maintaining friendships while evolving, navigating relationships when your purpose demands more of you, loving someone who doesn't understand your vision, knowing when to fight for the connection, and also knowing when it's time to, like, let it go. Because I feel like me personally, just talking from, like, my own opinion about this, like, I have a hard time of letting go of people. And it's mostly because of my past traumas. The few people that I do keep in my circle, I would consider them to be the type of people that I wouldn't have to let go of. Like, these are people that I could grow with. But at times, people are very good at hiding their motives from you and hiding their actual agendas and how they actually feel about you. So you don't even know that they weren't on your team until you go to make the shot and they jump up to block you like they was playing on the other side the whole time. I'm just saying. Like, but we're going to start with the first part. Like, that's growth. Growth will change your relationships. And a lot of people don't like to see it this way, but this is the truth. Here's the truth that nobody's prepared for. Growth is lonely at first. Like, you're trying to do things that other people weren't thinking about. You might be the first in your family to try it. Like, it's lonely because it's I always say isolation is preparation for elevation, y'all. So, like, it's not because you're doing anything wrong, but it's because when you change, your relationships have to change too. Like, goals introduce boundaries, discipline, standards, vision, clarity. Like, when all of these things start to arise, it makes it hard for you to stay connected to people, places, and things that aren't on the same, they don't have the same mindset. Like, not everyone will celebrate the fact that you found your boundaries, that you're holding yourself accountable. There's discipline now set in your life. Like, oh, I'm not going out on a Monday night with you to the bar and I know I got work at 7:00 in the morning. I'm not doing that. Like, you know, so, and then it changes your standards too, because you're only going to accept certain things. Like, you're not going to accept the things that you used to accept when you were 16 and 17 and 18, like the younger version of yourself, the unhealed versions of yourself, the version of you who felt like I have nothing but time in the world. Like, that version of you, like, that settled for less, was okay with being breadcrumbed. Like, shit's going to change, and people don't like that all the time, you know? Like, some people will like the old version of you because you were more available, more agreeable, more unsure, more dependent, more entertaining, less threatening. Like, and when you begin to evolve, you stop fitting into that old box. And when you stop being the old version of you, and this is hitting right at home for me, because this is something that I genuinely had to go through in my life. Like, when I stopped fitting into the version of Maka that was partying every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and was throwing money at people, and I was a people pleaser. I was giving yes to everything. When I put up my boundaries and I was like, no, baby, I don't drink no more. No, baby, I don't smoke no more. I don't do that no more. It's, oh, you think you're better than me? No, I don't think I'm better than you. I just think that I believe better for my life. I have higher standards, so that you think I'm better than you. I don't think I'm better than you at all. I thought you were my friend. I thought you would be proud of me for wanting to change my life. But that's not what happens all the time. Because I no longer fit into that box that everybody wanted me to fit in. I'm no longer that people pleaser that you want me to be. Now I'm wrong. Now I'm the bad guy. Like, how dare you take my growth and try to use it as a weapon against me? Oh, so had I stayed that same person that you were saying was never going to be nothing, would everything be okay then? Let that sink in. Had I stayed the miserable person that you thought I was, and y'all made me to believe that I was, would I be okay then? Would I still be your friend then? Right? Am I good enough now? No. Okay. Right. Because the last time I checked, motherfuckers was talking about that version of Mika. They was trying to run me down. They was telling me that I wasn't shit. They was telling me that all my dreams wasn't attainable. They was trying to break me. But as long as I stayed in that mindset and I was looking for satisfaction and acknowledgement from these people, I continue to feel that way too. But we ain't even gonna get there yet. Because like I said, y'all, I go off on a tangent. That's why I wrote my notes down. So, and that doesn't make you a villain, all right? Because, like, when you evolve, you do not fit into that box anymore. Like I said, when you grow, things change. Like, and it doesn't make you a villain. It makes you awake. Like, it makes you're coming to clarity. You're finally recognizing what it is. And here's the real work. Not using growth as an excuse to distance yourself emotionally, avoid vulnerability, disappear instead of communicate, drop people without explanations, explaining the shift. Growth should make it so that you're more honest, not colder, right? And I feel like, honestly, that's what my biggest thing was. I was so concerned with hurting people's feelings that I allowed myself to make decisions that not even I truly wanted to make. I wanted to keep the friends that I had and the people around me that were around me, even if they weren't good for me. You know, I wanted to keep them around. So if somebody was like, oh, you want to do this? I'd be like, sure. Like, even though in the back of my mind, I was like, no, I really don't. I'd rather go watch Tom and Jerry or Timmy Turner. Like, I'd rather do that. I absolutely, totally rather do that than what you're asking me to do. And that was a hard thing for me. So I did become more honest with myself more than just the people around me. Like, I started to acknowledge, like, I didn't really like drinking. For one, liquor's nasty. It burned going down. Like, why was I drinking? I was drinking because everybody around me was doing it. That's why I did it. I did it because I wanted to stay around the motherfuckers that I was with. Like, I thought, like, if I couldn't get it, if you can't beat them, join them. Like, and for a long time, I didn't have that, like, I didn't have that type of mind. Like, I just wanted to fit in, dead ass. Like, as childish as that sounds, I just joined the crowd. Like, I did what everybody else wanted to do. And becoming more honest with myself was, like, the best part for me. And it's still hard at times when I come across people who only know the old version of Mika. And I'm like, yo, bro, I don't do that no more. Like, and they're like, well, why not? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They got all the excuses under the sun. Oh, you used to be the life of the party, this, that, and the third, da-da-da-da. No, I used to be a clown, and I was very entertaining to you people because I had no fucking sense of my own brain. I didn't have my own right brain. Like, I was doing everything that y'all wanted me to do. So once I set those boundaries and I began to focus on my goals, things started to change. I realized the same people that told me they would always be my friend is nowhere to be found. And, like, that hurt my feelings for a while. Like, we about 4 years into this, almost 4 years into this journey now. But, like, in the beginning, that shit tore me up. Like, these motherfuckers who I would have gave the shirt off my back, took the shoes off my feet for, like, they're nowhere to be found now. And that sucked for me. And I didn't know then that it was just because ultimately they never was really my friends. Like, some people was good time friends. They only there while things is good. And then when shit fall off and you going through shit, nobody want to be around. But we'll get to that part too later. Like, so one of the things that I had to learn was balancing my relationships with my goals. So, like, not allowing, look, you are allowed to be ambitious and emotionally available. So they are not opposites, all right? Like, by balancing but balancing requires intentional time, compassionate communication, strong boundaries, and clear expectations. So we're gonna talk about friends first. Like with friendships, while chasing my purpose and going after my goals, I learned that with the conversations, like with talking to my friends, it used to be us gossiping or complaining or partying and venting, and now I want to talk about how I'm healing and I'm building a foundation and I'm going after my dreams and I'm trying to understand what my true purpose is. And this mismatch, like it'll show up in your friendships as well. Like I started to notice that there's some people that every time I come around them, they want to complain about how bad their life is. I didn't have that privilege when I decided I was going to start doing things the way that I needed to get them done 3 years ago. I couldn't just sit around and complain. And these are the same friends that I could not complain to, that will call me every 3 to 6 months to drop all of their baggage on me and then get mad at me when I'm like, well, what do you want? Are you just trying to vent to me, or are you looking for a solution? Because we can find a solution to the problem, or you could continue to complain about it. Like, I'm trying to build. I can't build if I'm carrying the weight of 100 motherfuckers who's not trying to do nothing. Obviously, we're not on the same page right now. Like, but before you just like walk away from friendships, because I didn't just walk away from people. Like, I've tried like inviting them into my new life, like communicating to them my shift, setting boundaries instead of building distance. Like, these are things that I actively had to go above and beyond to do. Like, I had to consciously make these decisions every day, like, to make sure that they understood. I'm like, bro, I don't do what you do no more. If you want to go out, we can go out, but we got to go out at normal people times. I'm not going out with you at 8 p.m. to somebody's bar when I don't drink. Okay? I'm not a drinker. So why am I going to sit with you in somebody's bar until they close? Baby, there's nothing godly to do after 8 o'clock at night. What do you want me to do outside? I work at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm working 59 hours a week. What makes you think I want to go outside with you? Like, can we go to a museum? Like, I want to learn something today. Can we go to a museum? Can we go, fuck it, I go paintballing if you want to do something fun. Like, we can go, there's 199 crafting things that we can go and do outside where we're expressing our artistic side and getting to the root of our emotions so we can continue to grow. But you hoes want to go drink your pain away. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go be sad. Like, I don't want to go spin. All right. Let me do the math, because back when I was still drinking, a shot of Hennessy was like $8 to $12 a shot. And if you got a double, it was almost $24. I don't want to go buy a bottle and 2 shots at a bar trying to drink my pain away when I could go spend $20 at an arcade and have some fun. Like, ultimately, it's up to you to decide what you want to do with your life. But I'm just saying, if we're really friends, then you should want to grow with me. You shouldn't want to stay on the same page that you was on 6 months ago. Like, years have gone by. I'm growing up. You should want to grow too. Like, a lot of my old friends are still in the same places doing the same things. And the same place they were in when they told me I never be shit. And I got up and was like, well, I don't want to sit at this table no more. I'm gonna go build my own. Like, I don't want to just sit here. Like, and it wasn't like, oh, I just wanted to let these people go. Like, these are people that I thought was going to be my friends to the day we DIE. Like, they were supposed to be my ace boom coons, my A1 day ones. I was on the block with y'all. But y'all want to stay on the block. I'm trying to go to the penthouse, and I don't like it down there. I don't like it. It's cold outside. I was in the streets. Do I look like I was a criminal? I used to be. I'm a civilian now. Baby, I'm calling the police. I'm not calling the goons. I'm telling the truth. I'm not doing that. It's cold outside. Why you want to be outside? Shit, I'm about to turn the heat up to 90 and get under a blanket and watch a movie. I love y'all though, from a distance. There goes some boundaries I said you need to set in place. Right. It's not like everybody's that way. You will have friends that are going to see what your goals are and what you're aiming for, that are going to support you and they're going to want to build with you. Those are the people you want to keep around. Like, the ones that are going to tell you that, oh, you think you're too good and this, that, and that, let them go. Let them go. Let them go be where they be. They gonna call you before you call them. And now I want to talk about relationships because this was a hard one for me too. Like, even now I still have a hard time because I am dating. I am dating. I want to say that I am in a relationship. It's long distance though. Because I learned like a lot of people around me weren't on the same, like they didn't have the same mindset as me, or they're not on the same playing field. And I don't mean to say that in a hard way, but like love doesn't die because you have ambition. But there's some people that like, you know, it dies because of like, this is not about me. This is about for some other people. Okay. Love dies because of like neglect and resentment and miscommunications and emotional abandonment. Like, cause you can make your significant other feel some type of way, or you will feel some type of way because of how your significant other is reacting to your growth. When you're going after your goals, your partner shouldn't compete with your dreams. So like, they should protect, they should be protected by your priorities. So this one's going to be a little heavy for me because like that means like checking in emotionally, creating consistent touch points, celebrating wins with them, including them in your vision. You don't want to isolate them from your love, from your success, and to integrate love into how you succeed. Here's my thing with this one, right? Here's my thing with this one. I think that if you are going after your goals and your partner isn't doing anything, there is going to become resentment regardless. Because speaking for me, not for the world, okay? This is a biased part of this conversation. My goals mean so much to me. And ultimately, whoever my partner is, they're going to mean a lot to me too. But I will not lose focus or become distracted because I love you. So if I feel like I have to choose between completing my podcast or editing my films that I've recorded or editing my book that I'm publishing or setting up my website for my business, if I feel like I have to choose between you and what I need to have done by my deadlines for my goals, I'm sorry if you are mad at me, but I'm going to do what I need to do. Ultimately, I feel like as long as there is an open line of communication, though, there should be some type of understanding. But if your partner is doing nothing, all they have is you, and they're consumed with what you're doing. They have nothing going for themselves. They don't have their own set of goals. This is going to become a problem where there is some form of resentment, where they're going to blame you for why the relationship isn't working. It's not my fault that all you do is play video games and I'm running a business and I'm attempting to start my business. It's not that I don't love you. It's just that you have nothing else to do but worry about what I'm doing. If that makes me an asshole, then I'm pretty sure that's why I am dating and not in a committed relationship at this time. Because if you're not trying to build with me, then what is the point of this anyways? I want to build generational wealth. I want to break generational curses. I am trying to create a lifestyle for me and my family that is something that will continue to go on after I'm not here. And if your mindset is that, oh, well, I'm just living, I want to live paycheck to paycheck the rest of my life, then I think there's a lack of compatibility and that the red flag should have been identified before we even got to this conversation. I'm saying that you shouldn't isolate your partner either in this process. I am saying that I do see this from both sides of the spectrum, but I am announcing that I am kind of biased, okay? I am kind of biased to this conversation because I have a lot of goals, and a lot of the people that not a lot, there's not even that many people, but one of the people I dated told me that I was too busy for them and that I didn't give them the love and the attention that they wanted. But for me, it wasn't that I was giving you bare minimum. I was giving you the time that I had allotted for time that I would have spent for myself. I'm a very busy person. I take care of my sisters and my daughter, and I work 59 hours a week. On top of that, I am obtaining, like, I'm going after my goals, like starting my business, publishing my book, starting my gallery so that I could sell my artwork. Like, there's certain things that I'm going after and that I actively tell people that I'm trying to do, that I'm in pursuit of, and I'm in a hot pursuit of my dreams and my goals. Like, I'm not going to stop. That I would expect whoever my partner is to respect that. Like, I was dating a guy who got mad because for the first month of my podcast, not just the first month, like, but for the most seriously scheduled full month that I had booked for my podcast, all of my guests were men. And he was like, well, why would you want men in your house? That's insecurity, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there later. But that's not the whole point of this conversation. Why are you insecure? I can handle myself professionally. I know how to move accordingly. Are you telling me not to go after my dreams and not to go after my goals? I'm supposed to cancel these appointments because you feel some type of way? You have nothing else to do. You have nothing else to do but to worry about what somebody's doing. I'm sorry that somebody broke your heart in the past, but that's not me. But that's not the whole point of this conversation. Let's continue to go along. Like I said, this is about love, loyalty, and letting go and going after your goals and chasing your visions. So I don't like to be like an a-hole, but that's one of the things that I really like to talk about. Like, all right, so signs that your relationship is growing with you is like, not every relationship feels difficult. Is doomed. Some are just stretching. All right. So, like I said, for some of my past, like the past people I dated, they were doomed. Okay. It's just what it was. I could see the red flags a mile away. I just didn't want to believe it at first because, I wanted to love you and I wanted you to be my love bug, but it turns out that you like roaches and it's okay. But this is just me. Okay. Here's how you can know when your relationship is maturing and not dying. D-Y-I-N-G. Okay? They'll respect your boundaries. They'll encourage your growth. They don't guilt trip you for beginning to evolve. They listen when you communicate. They celebrate rather than compete. This one right there. That one right there. They celebrate you rather than compete. I didn't realize how many people were secretly in competition. Like, I'm not trying to one-up you. Everything that I think that I should do should be building for us. Like, I think it should be something that is a we thing. Like, yeah, I might be the one doing it, but if we're together, we're supposed to be a partnership. You're supposed to be my teammate. Like, this is something we're supposed to do together. Like, they grow curious instead of critical. Like, they want to know more about the things that you're trying to do. And if there's any way that they can help you. Like, they adjust and they don't resist. Oh my goodness, baby, I'm telling you, I'm busy and I'm working all this time to adjust with me. Let's plan something ahead of time. Let me get the time off. Let me use my PTO. Because, baby, I'm putting in them hours, so I got it. Like, let's do something. Like, we can really make it work. Like, a real relationship doesn't demand you shrink. They expand with you. Like, why would you want to keep me small? Like, I'm a big mouth and I glow real pretty when the light hit my face. Don't you want me to shine? Baby, because I want you to shine. I want to see you win. Like, I'm cheering for you with the most sincere, unconditional love that I got in my heart. And you over here tell me, turn that light down. You trying to blow my flame? No, we don't do that over here. Okay? Like, if someone loves you, they don't punish you for your potential. If someone is for you, they will not sabotage you emotionally. Okay? Growth feels safer when it's with the right people, not harder. I love this, okay? Because that was my point. It shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be hard for me to go after my goals and I want my cake and eat it too, baby. You think I got all these ingredients to mix up in this bowl for nothing? You thought I was making this cake and I wasn't going to try to taste the frosting on it? What's wrong with you? Okay? And when I say eat my cake and two, that's not in that negative way where, she want him and her. I don't want that. What I'm saying is, like, I want to be able to achieve my goals and be successful and have somebody there to support me. Like, how hard is that? Like, y'all, this is a good conversation. And I feel like sometimes I just be talking to myself. Like, but here goes the signs when, like, you should know. It's like, because y'all know I gave y'all my little inside about how I feel, but like these are the signs that you need to know, like it's time to let go. Um Now let's talk about the harder parts, right? Okay? Like, how do you know when it's time to let that person just go? Let go and let God. All right? Here are some signs that will not lie to you. Y'all catching me when I'm putting down? Y'all might want to get a pen and a piece of paper. This is going to be good. Okay? You're feeling drained after every interaction. Every time. I call it the ick. They're giving you the ick. Yeah. Your success makes them uncomfortable. So the more that you succeed, they're like, maybe I should. I don't know, babe. Like, you're doing too much, or they only support you when it benefits them. So like, say I'm doing a trade with another company or something. So for me, I do podcasts. So say somebody wants to be on my podcast, and to be on my podcast, instead of paying me or something, I'm like, how about this? That's real specific. Say they're a videographer and I want to shoot a promo video or something. And they shoot my promo video for me, and in place of that, I let them come on my podcast. Like, but for your significant other, something that they would get out of it, let's think of something like, all right, something else. I'm interviewing a chef, and so they're like real supportive. Oh, you got what's that girl's name? Cooking with Kaya. You got Cooking with Kaya coming. Oh, you got Cooking with Kaya coming. Oh, I want to meet her. And then she comes and she's cooking, and they all in that girl face. This, that, and the third. Blah blah blah. Because they want to eat that food. They want to meet her too. So yeah, they happy for you. But if I get somebody else that say they don't like so much, so say I have the mayor coming over. They don't care about politics. They don't care about what's going on. So now they're not going to support that one. They're going to be like, oh, babe, I'm going to be busy. I'm gonna go shoot basketball with the gang instead. I don't want to be there for that. Why don't you want to meet the fucking mayor? But you wanted to meet Cooking with Kaya. That's crazy. You know? No shade to her. But I'm just saying it's an example. You know? Like, so it benefited them because they want to meet her. But when it's, you don't want to be supportive of my podcast now? Where you at? What? I'm talking to the mayor. I want to talk to the president. You don't want to come talk to the president with me? I'm not talking about him, the next one. Maybe. But like, yeah, y'all feel what I'm saying? It just be that way sometimes. And it's hard when you're really going after your stuff. Like, so like they'll downplay and then they'll mock your dreams. So say ultimately one day my biggest goal with my podcast would be to do it live on stage, like kind of like a TED Talk thing. And they're like, well, girl, you could never do that. You could barely sing in front of a crowd of people. How could you talk up there? This, that, and the third. Why is you talking about me? Why don't you believe in me? This is what I want to do. Why aren't you supporting me? Red flag again. Red flag again. Red flag again. You're showing me that you don't want to be with me. Like, you don't believe in me. That's crazy. Crazy. Big crazy. But like, so now at this point, you start to avoid sharing good news with them. You're like, I don't even want to tell you that I got X, Y, and Z coming on this. Or I don't even want to tell you that I booked this event. Like, I don't even want to tell you that because you've been throwing shade at me for like going after my goals. And I'm actually achieving them. And that's the craziest part. Like, you've outgrown their mindset. So like some people are stuck in their ways. They're like, they're okay. They're comfortable where they're at. They don't want to grow. They're like, why are you doing this? Like, we was fine. We could have just kept doing what we was doing. No, I want to grow. You feel me? Like, they guilt trip you for changing. They're like making you feel bad because you're doing things that ultimately they're mad at themselves because they didn't even attempt or try to do. You're always over explaining yourself. Like, no matter what you do, you find yourself having to give this drawn-out explanation for why you're doing X, Y, and Z. Okay, so say I'm invited with my podcast to do a pop-up at an event, and they're like, oh, so why are you doing that? This, that, and the third. Should you be... Boy, you're sitting in this house. Why don't you go cook and clean yourself? I'm going to go do my podcast. I'm going to go follow my dreams. I'm going after my goals. I'm not going to stop because you don't believe in me. And it's crazy because this is somebody that ultimately, if you're me and you're delusional, I've been planning my whole life with a man. Baby, I didn't name our babies. I know what our house is going to look like. I'm getting me a chicken, a cow, a goat. I didn't plan our whole lives. And you over here telling me that I can't go after my goals. Well, baby, if I don't reach my goals, I can't get them things. And that's what I want. And I'm going for it. So it's either you jump on board, or you get the fuck out the way. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, people don't be wanting to let go of people, but it be the main motherfuckers that's the closest to you that be stuck in their ways and don't want to do nothing. You got to find you somebody who wants to grow and glow, baby. You have to. All right. So, all right, yeah. So you're carrying your emotional labors alone. So, like, shit get hard. Like, and they're supposed to be, like, your comfort and stuff. So you shrink to make them comfortable. Like, I will not. Where my controller at so I can make my light bright. I will not go from being this bright because I'm going after my goals and you can see the glow on me to dimming my light because you feel like you have to compete with me and we're supposed to be in this as a team. I'm not doing that. That's crazy. That's diabolical. That means it is time for me to let you go. I want somebody who's going to build with me, grow with me, show with me, baby. Like, we're not doing that. So let's get real. Let's get real with this, right? Not every connection is meant for longevity. Some were lessons, some were mirrors, and some were seasons. Like, and I'm learning this because y'all, I never really like dated. Like I would go from relationship to relationship. Like I would talk to somebody and be married. Like I went straight from meeting somebody to wanting to be their wife. And I'm learning that some people you have to put in their place. Some people are literally only meant to be in your life for a season. Some people were meant to come into your life to teach you a lesson that you were being too damn hard-headed and you wouldn't learn the first time. So God was like, okay, I didn't give you this lesson 6 times. You would think you got the answers to the test, so you will pass it this time. That's identifying all the red flags and moving accordingly and holding yourself accountable and maintaining your boundaries. Right there. Lessons. That's what happens. It's not a mistake if you learn from it. Pay attention. All right. And some people are mirrors. They're just show you the sides of you, the parts of you that you need to grow out of. I have come across quite a few mirrors. And I would love to say that I was very good at maintaining those situations. I wasn't. I crashed out and cussed people out and became what my mirror was, which are the parts of me that I do not quite like sometimes. Anywho, it's a process. Growing is a process. Change is not an event. Okay? It takes time. Stay with me because I'm still going somewhere. Anywho, letting go of people without dishing out hate is another part of this diabolical, trivial situation. Okay? Because some people will think that you're bitter or they'll become bitter because you're letting go, because you're moving forward. And it's never that. Like, I wish no ill will on the people that I had to cut ties with. Like, it was just you rather stay in a place that I no longer want to be. Like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But it is okay to release people and let go of people that you still love. Like, so letting go of people does not require you to be bitter. Like, there's no bitterness that needs to be gone. Because there's some people that will be like, oh, that's a bitter bitch. That's a bitter bitch. Bitch, I am not chewing on lemons. It's sweet over here. It's sweet over here. I'm good. Like you can release people with love. Like, you could genuinely just be like, I do love you and I support you in all your endeavors and I wish you nothing but the best. And I hope you get everything that you deserve while maintaining your boundaries and going after your true goals. You don't have to block them dramatically. Like, you don't have to just bloop, block. No conversation needed. Expose emotionally. Like, you don't have to, like, yeah, you don't have to be mean when you're like when you set your boundaries and you're expressing to somebody why you're letting them go, like why you're moving forward with your life. You can do it on good terms where you guys can still remain friends, but more of like from a distance. Like you don't have to burn bridges or announce your departure. Like you don't have to be like, bitch, fuck you, I'm never talking to you again. Like you don't have to do that. Like you don't have to be messy, because when you're growing and you're healing and you're becoming a better person, you can just move on. Like, you can leave quietly with respect and internal clarity. So, like, you could, these are examples, guys. You can say, I love you, but we're not growing the same way. You know? Like, you could say, I'm becoming someone you don't recognize, and you could, I mean, I wouldn't apologize for that, but you could ask them if that's what the case is. If there's like, some issues, depending on like, how far you guys are into your relationship, or if it was something that you did want to try and fix. But ultimately, if they were showing any of those red flags that I just mentioned, where it's like they're guilt tripping you, or you always have to explain yourself to them, or you're carrying the emotional labors alone, or you feel like you have to shrink yourself to fit them into your life, you have to comfort them, you need to let them go. And you can do it nicely, okay? Like, I wish you well on your journey, I just can't walk with you anymore. Like, some of these are real cliche, I know. But ultimately, those are the type of conversations you have to have. You could word it however you need to word it without hurting the other person's feelings. Closure is not something others give you. Like, closure is what you create when you choose peace over loyalty to dysfunction. Girl, boy, sir, Mrs., ma'am, that right there is the biggest one. Like, when you're choosing your peace and your growth over the dysfunction that so many people are accustomed to, it hurts. It hurts people's feelings. And I'm okay with that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I don't want to live in chaos for the rest of my life. I don't want to be mad all the time and not be able to know why. I don't want to wake up and have to worry about whether the person I love supports me and believes in me. And we're laying in the same bed. My grandma used to say that you can't sleep with the devil and expect a blessing. Yeah. Go back and hear that again. Yeah. You can't serve two masters. You over here waiting for God to give you a blessing, but you won't clean up the mess to go ahead and get it. God can't give you it while you're holding on to something that's broken. Ooh, Lord. I wasn't supposed to go to church right now. We wasn't supposed to go to church right now. Like, y'all want to know what the biggest kicker is? Hold on. Boom. You do not need permission to grow. You don't need it. You heard me, right? You don't need permission to grow. Okay? Here's the reminder. You didn't know you needed. Bet. You do not need permission to evolve, choose better, desire more, release what hurts you, build what fulfills you. You are allowed to change. Oh my God. You hear me? You are allowed to change. Whew. No, the fuck, I didn't do it. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to become a better person. You are allowed to disappoint people, all right? You are allowed to outgrow your past. You do not have to stay stuck because they want to stay stuck. Hi, Jacob. You are allowed to walk away from versions of your life that no longer fit. Growth is not betrayal. It is alignment, baby. I'm telling y'all, these notes is noted, okay? You are allowed to grow. You are allowed to better yourself. You are allowed to want more out of life. Like, you are allowed that. You should give yourself grace, babe. My thing is, a lot of people don't understand the things that I had to go through, the things I had to do, the decisions I had to not make and make in order for me to become the person that I am today. So for somebody to sit up in my face and tell me, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you don't go for your goals, and you're supposed to be my friend, you're supposed to be my loved one, whether it's romantic, platonic, whatever the situation may be, any type of relationship, like, you're supposed to be somebody in my life that's encouraging me. How dare you be mad at me because I want to grow? I'm sorry if my growth threatens you. I'm sorry if my growth is intimidating to you because you don't deem yourself worthy of anything better than what you're used to. I don't have to accept less than because you don't want to do it. So, I had this conversation with somebody a couple weeks ago. And they were telling me about how they were beginning their healing journey again for like the second time. And their significant other was getting mad at them. It seemed like they were always starting arguments with them. And this was what I gave them from my own past experience. I said, well, your relationship was formed on a trauma bond. And you're saying that the trauma bond that you guys have formed, whatever that trauma was, you're trying to heal from that exact trauma that your relationship is based off of. Well, hell no, they don't want you to do that. Because then what will you have in common? You didn't take the time to get to know each other personally. You didn't take the time to identify with each other's dreams or wants or wishes. You built your relationship off of this one thing, this broken part of yourself. You found somebody that related to the parts of you that you didn't like. And now you're trying to fix those parts, those broken parts in you. Well, fuck no, you're not going to be able to relate anymore. Because you're healing and they're mad because they don't have the mental and the emotional intelligence to heal from that in this current state of which they're in. So they're mad at you. So now they're picking fights with you. Oh, well, now it's me. Oh, it's me. Oh, it's you. Oh, that bullshit. We're not doing that. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to better yourself. And I'm sorry if my growth bothers you, but I'm not going to stop doing it because it pisses you off. Sorry, I'm not. Okay, we're going to wrap this up. All right, because like I said, y'all, I can go off on a tangent if I want to. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. All right, the right people won't ask you to choose between love and purpose. Say it with me. The right people won't ask me to choose between love and purpose. They will walk with you while you chase both. Guys, is it mind-boggling? Because I feel like some of this should be common sense. But hey, for some people, you don't know. So, and the wrong ones, they will make you feel guilty for choosing yourself. So choose wisely. Choose healing over history. Choose alignment over attachment. And choose growth over guilt. And most of all, choose you. Y'all, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. Somebody's cutting onions. Choose you, okay? If today's episode helped you, share it with someone who's struggling between who they used to be and who they are becoming. I'm going to share this with myself again. I'm going to go back and watch it again because, baby, I think I needed this. I was talking to me and y'all at the same time, okay? You're not wrong for wanting more. You're not selfish for evolving. You're becoming, and that's beautiful. So, after all of that, I just want you guys to know that no matter what the case may be, you can be you no matter what. So, you have to just continue to go after your goals and everything else. That's what this is really about. Don't let anybody knock you off your square. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not good enough. And okay, all right, maybe. All right, I'm gonna go a little deeper, okay? Because I do got a little bit of time left. Hey sis, hey sissy poo. All right, so like, I'm not saying growth isolates you in a relationship, because I'm not just saying give up on your relationships. That's not what I'm saying. But I will tell you that it reveals it, okay? Like, you don't just lose people when you grow. Like, you outgrow environments, you outgrow expectations, you outgrow emotional limits. Like, when you heal, you stop romanticizing dysfunction. When you mature, you stop chasing validation. When you elevate, you stop negotiating your worth. Girl, you hear me? I'll say that one again. When you elevate, you stop negotiating your worth. And you'll notice some people don't like this version of you. And with all of that being said, it's not because you changed for the worse. It's because you stopped being convenient. Okay? You stopped explaining when you're tired, overperforming your love, accepting crumbs as connection, and shrinking to maintain closeness. Y'all, these are like the biggest parts of what I was saying. Okay? And your growth reminds people of what they haven't healed, what they avoided, and what they're afraid to face. Not everyone will clap when you stand fully in yourself. Some relationships are only sustainable when you are small. And that's what I was saying with that last piece about the story about for the conversation where I said their relationship was built on a trauma bond. So once my associate had said, okay, I no longer want to dwell in this place. I want to do better. I want more for myself. They no longer had that connection. So therefore, it was either I continue to grow or I shrink back down to that place that I fought so hard to get out of. And this comes from us holding on to relationships, people, places, and things that we were only supposed to have temporarily. Like, and y'all, I had to clock that too, girl. Clock it, because like if you're holding on to it, how can God give you what you're asking for if you're holding on to something that was never supposed to be there in the first place? Ugh, it gets deep. But I did have this conversation with the person that I'm talking about with you guys. And they agreed with me, and ultimately it gave them the clarity that they needed to continue to move forward in the aspects of their life that they were going for. I do wish them nothing but the best, and I hope they get everything that they deserve. However, this was also another reason for me to dive deeper into this, okay? So, I don't even want to talk about this part of friendships. I feel like I went over this a little bit already. But nobody warned you that friendships break up hurts just as bad as, romantic ones. I've lost a lot of friends in the past 3 to 4 years. Sometimes it hurts worse because these are people that you expected to always be there for you. Like I said, it shifts when you stop drinking, you stop bonding through trauma, you stop gossiping, you stop settling for the less. Like, you let your conversations go from let's survive together to let's heal and let's rise. And some people just won't follow that. Like, they're not there. And like, that's why I wanted to have my live be based on that. Like, let's talk about love and loyalty and letting go and going after your goals. Like, I feel like you should want to grow with the people that you're around and not just stay stuck. Because you don't lose them, you lose access with some people. It's like, for me, I became less accessible to people who did not want to change. I found my worth and know I'm growing and lost everyone who I thought were my friends. Not everyone, girl. You still have me. Okay? And I'm growing with you. Clock that. Okay? But it is a lot of people that I know you loved and you cared about that aren't here. Actually, if you want, I can bring you up for the final ending because we got 10 minutes left in this broadcast. You want to come up and talk about it? You right. I'm your sister. I'm your sister. I'd rather you be family than friends, anyways, because friends end with end and ships sink. Do you want to come up for the last 10 minutes? And you can talk. You're going to be posted on YouTube afterwards, so I'm just going to let you know in advance. Yes? No? She insulted me, friend. Hold on. I'm going to bring you up for the last 10 minutes. And you can have this conversation with me. So, if she gets on her or not, we'll continue talking about that. But right now, I'll continue to go. So, but growth, it changes your accessibility, the healing environment. I don't know. I don't know. There it goes. All right. So I was talking about like loving, letting go, and loyalty, and mostly remaining loyal to yourself. So, at this point, I was speaking on, but you got to allow yourself to grow, and while you're growing, it's going to change like the access that people have to you. Like not everybody you start with is meant to finish with you. Some are meant for chapters, not the whole story, girl. How you feeling?
Listen, I am insulted. You called me a friend.
You're my sister. But we are not going to do this argument in this because this is a recorded live that is going to be posted on YouTube.
I mean, listen. When I was out there on the East Coast, I had a lot of people that I thought were my friends, but I was just beneficial to them when they needed something the most. And then I was in a full-blown narcissistic relationship, so that was a whole nother thing. But when I decided to just make the move and didn't care where I was going to end up at, and I was just going to do better for me and mine, I lost everybody. Connections that I had, people that I thought were going to be there for the long run. Hell no, only person I got left is you, for real. And I'm okay with it, because guess what? Fuck all them other people. I'm at peace now.
So our friendship was a friendship that could be saved because I listen. I try to understand certain things. If I don't understand it, I help you to learn. I grow curious about what you got going on. You know, I don't compete with you. I elevate. I push you to go after goals. Like, I don't want you to shrink. I want you to shine, baby. And that's what I was talking about. Like, there's relationships that are in your life that you can keep, because these people are going to be all green flags every single time. They're going to be happy for you while you're going after your goals. They're going to encourage you, and they're going to help you in every which way that they can. And then there's the people that are like the people that you just mentioned that ain't shit. And those are the people that we all have had a hard time letting go. Okay? Just saying.
Shit, go.
Love and ambition, the delicate dance. Listen, this is talking about romance. Like, and I really don't want to get into this one because every time I get here, I start going on a deep dive ball, running down the hall with it, because I don't think that it's hard to maintain a relationship while going after your goals. When you're chasing your purpose and everything becomes a priority: time, money, energy, emotions, availability. Like, I feel like you make time for what you want. Like, even while you're going after your goals. Some people don't like the way you do it, but I think it's possible. What about you? You think it's possible?
Yeah. Why not?
So, I don't know. So these are signs that your romantic relationship is growing with you. They pray for you. They outwardly support you. They sacrifice sometimes for you. They don't guilt you for building. They remind you of your power. They check in emotionally. They grow with your vision. They support who you're becoming. Love does not compete. It collaborates. Listen, I've touched on all of this, but I'm going over it again while you're right here.
Okay.
And then there's the times where you could tell that they're not for you. Like you have to, like I said, you have to explain your growth constantly. You minimize yourself emotionally. You feel unseen now. The long conversations that you used to have become super heavy. You feel misunderstood. It's hard. It's you hold on to what was, you ignore what is. You're pushing yourself down. You start to abandon yourself, abandon your dreams. Silence is destruction. Sometimes loving becomes harmful. It's like these people don't want to grow with you. Hence the narcissistic relationship that you had to get the fuck out of, that I said a long time ago, and I'm so proud of you for doing so. They make you feel guilty for letting go. Fuck them. You should not be guilty. Go after your fucking goals. Love you first. It's okay to love you first. And they helped you through. They loved me when I was broken. All that's bullshit. Okay, listen, don't guilt yourself into staying with a motherfucker that ain't good for you now. Okay, say I'm not broken no more. I'm not broken. Say with me, I'm not broken no more. I am healed. And that's how you know it's time for you to let go. So release with clarity, detach with compassion, and leave with dignity. It's okay to say, I've changed. I'm honoring who I'm becoming. This no longer aligns with me. I choose my peace and I'm walking forward. So that's what my topic was about. That's the conversation. And I kid you not, this conversation ate down and I can't wait to watch the playback. Do you have any final thoughts on my conversation that I was having? Because I know that you're saying now that, all you have is me. But I feel like you have more than just me. You have God. And God's going to send you all of the people in your life that you need to have with you to support you on your journey. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. Also, you're not wrong for wanting more out of life. This is for you, Chey. So if nobody told you,
sorry,
you're not heartless for choosing yourself. You're not selfish for evolving. You're not abandoning people by growing. You're responding to your life. So choose growth even when it hurts. Choose peace even when it's lonely. Choose alignment even when it feels unfamiliar. And if your relationships are lost, let them go knowing you didn't lose love. You found yourself. Period.
Clock it.
That.
Clock it.
Yeah. Clock it. Y'all. This was a wonderful conversation. I feel like I just set myself free talking about this stuff, y'all. I did. It felt good. It felt real good. Amen. Even though I wasn't able to have the original conversation planned for today, I felt like this was a wonderful topic. And I feel like so many people need to understand the importance of maintaining their friendships, the platonic ones and the romantic ones, while going after their goals. It is absolutely okay for you to grow and choose you. And there are going to be signs that tell you which people you keep in your life and which ones you let go. So, with all that being said, it was a pleasure talking to you all. I love ya, but I need to end this because I don't want it to go over an hour so that I can post it on my YouTube. And I will be back live in like 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, like give me like 10 seconds. I just got to drop this one and then open a new one.
Okay,
all right. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.